Peace, infinite waters, diving deep once again. We are out here in nature, breathing in that beautiful prana. Wake me up. How to stop doubting yourself. Can I get a hello there? I recently got a question asking how to deal with doubt. Someone had been in a job for 10 years, they just left, and now they feel worthless without it. Every day they're waking up, they're doubting themselves, and they want to know how to deal with doubt. You don't want to deal with doubt? Don't do that. Let me share with you what helped me along my journey. The best thing about doubt is that it means you want to do something. The worst thing about doubt means that you're probably not going to do it. It works like that. Now, ask yourself one question. Is there anybody like me in the universe, in the world? Because the universe is a bit large, isn't it? Is there? If there is, show me. When you see you are irreplaceable, nobody has your talents or your passions. When you realize that simple secret, doubt begins to fade away. What helped me along my journey was realizing that all doubt emanates from comparison. When we see the lives of the rich and famous, we want to be them. We've got a big problem, because we are going to begin to doubt our own existence. We're going to feel worthless, useless, helpless. When you focus on everything you do have, then you realize, actually, I have a lot going for me. You see, the greatest discomfort arises not from what is happening, but from what we think should be happening. Not from who we are, but from who we think we should be. All stress is created by expectation. All doubt is created by expectation. So much pressure around us. I always ask myself, who do I have in my corner right now? Because those voices are so important. Supporters and those that don't care about you. Many times we place ourselves in environments that don't complement our energy. We place ourselves around people that don't really care about us. So when you tell them your vision, your dream, they don't care, or they're too busy. So what I love to do is surround myself with what I call a dream team. And we are all encouraging each other to become our greatest versions. And because of this, we support ourselves when we go through doubts. We support each other. Because many of us, we think we can do everything by ourselves. And that's why when we start feeling doubtful, we've got nobody to turn to. I realize I need people. That's why I reach out to people. People reach out to me. A great exchange there. Ask yourself, are you allowing the external world to validate your existence? Many of us, we're living from the outside in instead of from the inside out. I realize that, hey, you are wonderful. When you validate your own existence, when you give yourself definition, then it's over. Oh yeah. Because you see, we have this attachment to our job, to the car, to certain people. When that all disappears, what are we left with? If you aren't cultivating your gift, your talent, working on what I call your energetic signature, then when everything externally to you everything external to you is stripped away, you're going to feel naked. When you are coming from a place of abundance, you realize that actually this job doesn't define my self-worth. No, I define my self-worth. And because of that, the doubt begins to fade away. But once again, I realize that embrace doubt, because it means that you are getting ready for the jump. Embrace it with open arms. Surrender to doubt. When you are not in resistance to doubt, doubt now becomes an ally. You're getting ready. Okay, what are we going to do next? It's not a bad thing. It's a time of excitement. Gosh, there are so many opportunities right now. You see, when you are always comfortable in your own comfort zone, you stagnate. What helped me along my journey was to break out of my shell. And once you do this, doubt begins to fade away because you realize how powerful you are. Once you begin to break your routine, which sometimes happens even when we don't want it to, once again, what happens? Doubt arises. So therefore, in really not allowing doubt to control you, we have to start breaking our routine. How do I do this? I love coming into nature every single day, meditating, breathing that beautiful prana. Woo! Why? Because I'm not going to get so attached to this city life. I'm by the beach. I'm becoming playful. I'm not taking myself so seriously. I'm realizing that there is no such thing as failure. Only stepping stones to help us become our greatest version. Putting things in perspective frees us. Many times we have a program running which says that if I don't get to this destination in time, my whole life is a mess. How are you talking to yourself? The words you utter out of your mouth are so important. I always see myself in a positive way, in a positive regard. Hug yourself every now and again. Watch what happens. But when you criticize yourself, when you talk down on yourself, it's even harder to face your doubt, to surrender to what you are most afraid of. Because fear and doubt are siblings. Doubt is what paralyzes us, and fear is what keeps us there. What have you got to lose? Sometimes when things take an unexpected turn, what I always do is slow down. This could be a great sign for a new beginning. But once again, it can only come about when we release resistance. We don't live in a perfect world. We live in a perfect earth. So I'm not trying to find perfection in the outside world. I am cultivating equilibrium, which is perfection within myself. Because when the outside world crumbles, you have to ask yourself, will I be in balance? When all of these institutions fade away, do you feel that you are lost without them? Or can you live another day? I found that you have to trust yourself 100% to really not let doubt stop you. Doubt stops us when we lose trust in ourselves, when we don't have a relationship with ourselves. Because once again, we're trying to keep up with appearances. We're trying to look the part. We're trying to look the part. We're trying to play the part. We're trying to fit in. But fit into what? Every day I'm grateful because I realize that I don't have to fit in. I was born to stand out, and the more you do it, the more you practice, you become stronger. At first, you're gonna feel very naked, insecure, vulnerable, but there is a great power with vulnerability. You see, when you are feeling doubtful, with a lot of doubt, it means you are now vulnerable. When I'm vulnerable, what do? Sometimes I just want to run away. But I've seen that when you can stand still, dance in the storm, sing your favorite song, then you realize what an amazing adventure life is. But once again, take off the pressure. Not only society's expectations of what they think you should be doing, but what you think you should be doing. Most of all, remind yourself to breathe in that beautiful prana, baby. Be thankful. I definitely am. We are here. Have a wonderful day. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace.